What's up, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for coming back. If it's your first time, second time, thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _ I give you motivation every single day. Now let's get into it. All right, so we talked about I want to do like a kind of like a mini series like on character development. So before that, we was talking about setting a standard, and then I realized before you set a standard, you kind of need to know who you are, right? So I took a step back. And last week we focused on figuring out who you are, what kind of person you are, what makes you tick, what makes you get out of character, and figuring out who you are so that now that you know, you can put the proper plans in place to make changes for you to grow. So this week I want to talk about consistency. Consistency as a person, consistency in your life. Before we get into that, I gotta give a big shout out to my brother, my best man, He got me this poster, man. Like I had no idea. Like he just sent it, and I was like, "Whoa!" My wife knew about it. And it's crazy because the littlest gestures could just motivate you, man. Like he didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it so much. It kind of pushes you to know, like, yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And also shout out to anybody that support, man, because it's easy to support something that's popping, something that's built up already. But when you're supporting something that's in the beginning stages, that's when you show you really believe in it. Shout out to my other best man, Charlie. He be sending me beats. His brother-in-law make beats. Be like, yo, use this beat for your Instagram or your podcast. And I'm like, yo, that's love. That's love. Because it's easy to show mad love when everything's popping. But when you doing that groundwork and people showing you, that's when you like, all right, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And as I segue into the topic today, consistency. Now, do you think my mans would have sent me this if I was very inconsistent with the podcast? Doing one episode here, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, do another episode there. You'd have been like, man, you don't need that. You're not even serious about it. And would he be wrong? No. Why would you support something that's not even consistent? That the person that's doing it not even showing the same amount of drive or tenacity to doing it. On my Instagram, I post a video every single day. Of course, my boy's gonna be like, yo, bro, I got this for you. I know you be doing your thing. Consistency, man. And consistencies will lead you to success. I've said it before. If you have something that you're passionate about, you love, you got to be consistent in doing it, or you'll never see results. You have to be a person that people know you for your consistency, where no matter who you're around, no matter who you're with, I know that's them. Like I already know that's who he is. I've built that over time where people know who I am. They know I got super energy. They know I'm super positive. I'm always motivating. I'm that energy. So if I go around people and I try to be something else, people know me. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? Like, who is this? That's not you. You got to be able to be who you are everywhere you go. That's why I talked about that last week at the beginning stage, knowing who you are. You have to be consistent in that. Once you figure out who you are, don't compromise for nobody. Don't get around these people and start acting this way. Don't get around these people, start acting this way. You can put me on any podcast, any whatever platform. I'm going to be who I am. I'm not going to be on no podcast talking like, yeah, man, I'm just doing this for the bread. Like I ain't really about this. You know, people be talking crazy. I see people making money on YouTube. That's what I'm doing. No. People know why I do this. They know that I do this because I really want you to be the best version of you. They know that I really have a deep love and passion for people. I want to see the best out of people. I want to motivate you to be the best. Now, and you can see that. You can feel it. When it's fake, you know. You can't be inconsistent and wonder why people don't mess with you. It's because you're not consistent. So you have to take a deep dive in at while you're going through that process of figuring out who you are. Think about those areas in your life that you aren't consistent. I say it all the time, whether it's just waking up 1 minute earlier a day, doing something so small just to get into the habit of being consistent. If I say I'm going to do this every single day, it doesn't even have to be every Tuesday. I'm going to call my mans and we're going to talk about trying to be better. Every Thursday, I'm going to do this. Whatever it is, but being consistent. Because at the end of the day, what it boils down to is you said it. Forget about what other people feel about you. Once you get to that mindset, like, yo, I said that. If I said it, I got to do it. I got to live up to what I said. Like, it's crazy because so in January, I do this fast where I just get my mind right, body right, spirit right. So through the process, I cut out certain things in the week. So in the beginning of the first week, I cut out meat. Second week, I cut out like sweets, right? So my wife, of course, you know, I love cookies. She made these chocolate chip cookies. They look good thing I'm consistent, right? So she makes these cookies, right? She leaves them on the table at the end of the night. I'm going in the kitchen. I see them there and I just look at them. I just laugh and I walk away, right? And then this morning, I was like, you know, you left your cookies on the table. She's like, I know. I was like, yo, what if I just want to just eat on them? She was like, you wouldn't, because you said you're not going to eat sweets. So I wasn't worried about you taking my cookies because I always eat her cookies. That's the thing. Whenever we make cookies, I always eat the rest that's left over. And she was like, I knew you wasn't going to eat it. And I was like, I just smiled a little bit like, yeah, that's what consistency do. People don't got to question who you are. People know when you say something, oh yeah, if he said it, he gonna do it. I ain't tripping. He said it, he gonna do it. Be a man or woman of your word. That's what it really boils down to. If you said it, live up to it. And a lot of times people use the excuse, yeah, you know, I'm not perfect. Okay. Why do you keep going back to that? Because you're using it as an excuse now. Yeah, I'm not perfect. So if I mess up, no. You need to strive for perfection. You need to try to be the best that you could be. Stop using that excuse like, oh, I'm not perfect. That's why I can't be consistent. No, change your language. Stop saying you're not consistent. Because if you keep saying that, and here's the thing, it just hit me. If you're consistently saying I'm not consistent, then you have the ability to be consistent because you're consistent in being inconsistent. So all you need is a mind frame switch to like, oh, I can be consistent. I'm just consistent in the wrong areas. So all you have to do is just switch that and figure out, okay, what is it? And I guarantee you something small. Like I talked about last week, where all it took was a teaspoon of I believe it was baking soda in the cookie that made the cookie come perfect. The littlest ingredient. So you have to find something in you that's like, yo, I need to make this switch. And that's going to take time for some people. Some people would just make it like that. But for you, it might take some time. You might have to really dig deep in some deep rooted things. And that's when you'll find your crutch as to why I'm inconsistent. So do it. Start with little things. If you're able to just do one thing differently that you can consistently do every day or every other day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm doing this every week. Then it'll start to turn into a routine. then it'll start to become a lifestyle. That's the goal, to make these things a lifestyle, not just a moment thing. I try to be consistent in all my areas of life, as a father, as a husband, as going to work, whatever it is. Try to be as consistent as you possibly can. And that's where you'll grow. And that's when you be the best version of you that you could be. Now, throughout this series, we're going to talk about different things. We're going to talk about integrity. We're going to talk about discipline. All these character developmental things are going to help you reach your goals. Help you to not make resolutions and fall off. Because once you're a consistent person, once you build that, you'll be able to say, oh, this is my resolution. I'm not going to be like all the other years, say it and then don't follow through. Once you make these changes, you actually have the tools to actually accomplish it and do what you're saying you're going to do. And it just takes time. Just really be ready to just work on yourself every single day. And that when that consistency shows, people will just get you things like this for no reason. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't ask for it. I didn't plan on asking nobody for anything, but I appreciate it because, like, man, you believe in my consistency. You trusting that I'm still gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? He know he's not wasting his money. So thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. I'm still trying to make it look the best way it possibly can. This thing is huge. I'm still trying to figure it out. But thank y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Consistency, man. Consistent. Do something consistent this week. I appreciate you tuning in. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _ where I'll show you how to be consistent instead of talking about it. I'm not going to talk about something that I ain't living. Believe that. I will see y'all next week. This is Divine Motivation Podcast. Peace.